Hey y'all! Today I'm going to make some hot cocoa mix and I'm going to put them in some pretty decorative jars for Valentine's Day. Um, Today's video is part of the Sunday Funday playlist, which is posted up by Deco Easy. Janny and Diane over there started the playlist, and it is being hosted by Yvonne from Ginger Chick Rehab. I had to think about that for a second. Um, you can find their links in the link to the playlist in the description below, along with all of the products, anything that I got from Amazon. I'll also link those below. So for the for the cocoa mix, I'm using powdered milk, Hershey's cocoa powder, some chocolate chips, and some marshmallows, mini marshmallows, and sugar in my big sugar container there. It had pretzels in it before. I'll talk about that in a minute. But um, I'm just taking my regular acrylic paint. I'll mix it up to get the color I want. So that's what I'm showing there. And my phone had died through the process, and I didn't know. I thought I was recording all of it, and then come back and check, and it was dead. So we're catching in the middle of all this. So yeah, so I mixed up the paint to get the color that I wanted. I was trying to match it to my ribbons, but it didn't really work out so well, but that's fine. So what I did was I hand painted for the heart, and I'm just going around on this one to kind of tighten it up a little bit. I think I probably should have, it's glass, and I should know better. Every time I use paint on a smooth surface, I should really know better than to do this. I should have like sprayed it with my enamel first or something else and then painted over that. I should have primed it first, but it's whatever. So here I show you how I lined that out, the heart, because I just did the heart shape first, and then I go back in and paint around and paint the rest of it. I probably could have found I could probably have taken tape and cut it out, but that's fine. And just take it in a dry brush, clean up those lines a little bit, get some of that excess paint from inside where the heart is. I was already I was having some technical difficulties that day, so I guess at that point I'm just like, I'm just gonna go with it. So I do 4 of these, and there it is after it's dried and painted, and I'm gonna take them out and spray them with some clear enamel paint to protect the paint finish. And it was a really nice day. It was one of the few that we've had in the last few weeks here in Texas, so it wasn't gross and rainy and dark, so I took advantage of it. I recorded this like today's the 24th. I'm doing a voiceover. I recorded it sometime last week or last weekend, and you're watching this on the 31st. Okay, so I'm taking the chiffon ribbon that I got from Amazon, link will be below, and I'm going to wrap that around the neck of the jar there, and I'll take some hot glue and just tack it down so it stays in place. If you watched my video from last week, you know that we're on quarantine and we're still impatiently waiting to get these test results so the quarantine can end and some of us can go back to work. I'm kind of going crazy. But yeah, the chiffon, oh god, I love this ribbon so much. It's so soft and so pretty. I wanted to use a pink, but the paint ended up more purple than I anticipated. Even after it dried down way darker than I expected it to, so I just went with the white. And I also used twine just to give it a little texture. So yeah, I'm gonna speed through this. make sure you go check out the rest of the playlist. The girls over at Deco Easy, they crack me up. I love watching them. They always have some really interesting projects that they end up working on. They come up with some really cool. They come up with some really cool ideas. And Yvonne, oh god, her stuff is so beautiful. I mean, she's so talented too. I mean, all the ladies are, and so is everybody else in the playlist. I mean, we're in good company here, and I'm just so happy to be a part of that. On Sunday Funday, so and this was fun. I had a good time doing this little project. Um, there it is after it's all decorated and painted. So now I'm going to start making the cocoa mix. Um, and if you saw that there were stickers, I had on one I put a sticker for my one daughter. The I love you. How the K-pop groups do. She's a huge K-pop fan. So anyway, I'm gonna mix up the hot cocoa mix, and I found this recipe on Pinterest. It's super easy. Uh, it's 2 cups powdered milk, 1 cup of the cocoa powder, a cup of sugar, dash of salt. That's it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix that up. The chocolate chips and the marshmallows are, just kind of to go in with it. The stuff is already pretty rich. If you use more of a powdered, more of the mix with the water, it can be pretty rich. Just having the chocolate chips gives it that extra boost. And then who doesn't love marshmallows, really? So just, standard powdered dry milk. I got it at the local store here. It was kind of expensive. It was like $8 for the bag. But it's a pretty big bag. So, I don't know. Our milk prices have gone up here. As I'm sure they've done in other places too. This this worldwide thing is kind of still affecting prices all over the place. So yeah, I'm just mixing it in my 4-cup Pyrex. I love these. All of my measuring cups, my glass measuring cups are Pyrex. I absolutely love them. I've had them for ages. Like, my kids will inherit them, I have no doubt. And then maybe my grandkids, who knows. Yeah, I took the recipe. It says you use 2 spoonfuls, but I think it's more of a to taste, or depending on what size cup you're using. I usually use big cups for coffee and tea and cocoa, so I'm gonna need more than just 2 spoonfuls. I probably personally would suggest 3, depending, I guess, on the size, or you could do it to taste as well. Um, Now I have another recipe that I have where it goes straight into hot milk, and it's just the sugar, the cocoa powder, and a dash of salt. The salt helps do something with the chocolate, apparently. I don't know the science behind that, but okay, I go with it. So I'm just mix it up, and then I'll put it in the jars. I was trying to be very delicate because it would have gone everywhere if I had just started whisking away. And I do cut to being done. You don't have to sit through me mixing up this whole thing because it took a couple of minutes. There. Boom, done. So now we're going to fill the jars. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it to like halfway. And I'm just going to use a spoon to do that because I didn't want to make a mess trying to pour it out. I love my Pyrex, but its pour spout is not very dry ingredient friendly, and sometimes the stuff just kind of goes over the side, So I'm just going to fill it up about halfway. You can see it there through the heart, which is why I left it open, so you can see the layers through there. I'm just going to take some chips. I don't use a whole lot, just like like a 2-chip layer maybe. I don't know. It just kind of, it's not real thick layer of them. I thought I showed the camera for that one, but I guess I didn't. And then just top the rest of it up with marshmallows to the top. And I was so upset. After I got them all made, I ended up knocking over a couple of them, and they didn't look as pretty anymore. And I was like, oh man. But I guess I could just go the opposite direction and just shake it all up, and then they can just, you know. But that powder is going to settle into the bottom anyway. So yeah, there, and just fill it up. I didn't go all the way to the top, but got to be able to get the spoon in there, right? And it depends. I mean, they may just decide to start eating the marshmallows out, eat the chips out. So there's what it looks like when it's done. It's so pretty. I love that. And then my jars came with labels in the set, so I'm just using the labels it came with. I'm not gonna I thought about using my chalkboard labels, and nah, this will work out a little better. So I just write on the top, you know, the instructions: 2 scoops to hot water and enjoy. Want to make sure I have the front facing, then I write on it. But I thought that, you know, if you have any extra canning jars and you want to make something for Valentine's for your kids or for your sisters, mothers, or anybody who is a hot cocoa fan and, you know, would appreciate that kind of thing. I mean, it's a quick, easy little project to do. It didn't take me very long. I mean, this video is short, but I really didn't have to cut a whole lot out. The longest part of it was waiting for the paint to dry. You know, but I mean, and you could decorate however you want. If you want to use vinyls, if you want to use stickers, however. I just decided to paint. But the recipe is super easy. It's, you know, you might spend 10-15 bucks for the ingredients, but you can make all kinds of, you know, you can make a huge batch of it. And that's what they look like done. And I had some, oh, so tasty. Had some with cookies. There are extra marshmallows out there. Thank you for watching. Make sure you check out the playlist. Go check out Deco Easy and Ginger Chick Rehab and all of the rest. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell, leave a like and a comment and all that good stuff. Take care, y'all, and stay safe out there. Bye.